Hopefully, y'all are having a great night. I got my little lantern light. Ooh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Jesus. Yes. Um, I love this light. Um, I've been under a lot of. I've been thinking a lot lately, and um, hold on, let me see something. Okay. I a lot lately, and something that's really like you know, and I know a lot of people are gonna be all up in the comments and talk about, oh, what's going on, what's blah blah blah. Well, so like I know a lot has transpired when it comes to me myself, and like what things I need to work on, and um other things as well. I personally, um, say that through this, I don't want to call it transitioning or different way of belief or whatever, but I'm learning that just be, I know there's no perfect church out there, which people will tell you, oh, there's no perfect church, there's no perfect ministry, whoopty whoopty day, and all this other stuff. But my thing is like these ministries that only cater towards people that they agree with, or that they agree with, and things like that, and people that follow their little group. And I just find it crazy because a lot of people will try to, and no offense to the independent um apostolic churches, and in the particular, because we don't have, where I'm located, we don't have many, uh, not where I'm located, we don't have many holiness churches in my area. But the closest thing to it would be like conservative, um, apostolic church. Um, I know why some people would say, uh, they they use the word apostolic Pentecostal, but I just say apostolic because apostolic believes in the oneness of God. So, but anyway, that's the closest thing up here in my area where I reside. But I will say that a lot of people, they get caught up in this whole, oh, you have to be like other people are more, quote unquote, in their eyes, they're more liberal. And it's crazy because I had a friend of mine tell me that, and I know a lot of people who are with the United Pentecostal Church International, I know they're gonna shoot me down my throat, but they were like, um well, the UPCI, they're more liberal, they're for television and etc, and all this other stuff. And I'm like, wait, what in the world? I said, this is wild. So, I find it funny that people think they need to be on an island by themselves and self centered. And me personally, I don't believe in that because, first of all, you don't put yourself in a box with when things come up. God will reveal. God will show you. God will reveal. God will do everything that He wants to do in your life. But like I tell people, people think that you have to yes to everything that a church. Oh, I have to do, and I'm so sick of these people who go around talk about my pastor, my church, my pastor, my church. Can we as a whole, I'm not even saying in the apostolic Pentecostal church or in the apostolic movement, I'm saying in both apostolic movement and holiness movement, however you want to look at it, we all need to stop saying our pastor so much. That's a to me that's like a crutch. You're saying that, oh, you have to do it because of your pastor tells you. And me personally, I believe this: God will convict the people who God will convict people. It's not this. Ooh, I gotta do it. I gotta. And I was watching one of my YouTubers, and her name's Tiffany, and she know I follow her and everything, and I love her to death. I love her to death. But she hit home for me. She said, we can be, and I'm not throwing shade at people who believe in, like holiness and all that. I look, me myself, I love it. I love it. But if we walk around here thinking that we are better than the next person, we're better than so and so, and we got it made because we was raised in this particular kind of church, this, that, and the third. I think people need to revalue themselves, because you're doing it because you've been told, you've been taught, and a lot of people, they don't want to get. I feel like this: people, you got to get salvation for yourself, number one. Number two, it ain't about all who can outdo one another and all that. I'm not even concerned about that. What I'm concerned about is the basics. People got to get to a point where, okay, I love God. God loves me. I want to have an encounter with God. I want God to meet me where I'm at. If there's things that I'm struggling, maybe be in your flesh, maybe be in your heart, maybe it might be something about it. You might be going through a church transition, and you wanna figure this thing out. Maybe if you stay a whole year at this ministry, oh, it didn't work out, blah blah blah. I need to move on. But I feel like this. People are I and in people are not gonna. We're all not gonna agree. We're gonna have disagreements about a lot of stuff. I know people as I speak who will say, the way I look right now, oh, you shouldn't have that mustache. Oh, you should be clean shaven and all this crazy stuff. But I'm like, if God has not revealed that to me, if God hasn't put that conviction in my heart, then why are you studying? Hello, talking about it and coming to me every service. What, you need to get rid of your beard, you need to love it. You keep coming to me. I don't say nothing to you, but you keep coming to me. Let God work with me, not you trying to bang it or uh tell me, oh, you need to be more submissive and this and that and all this crazy stuff. I'm like, wait, hold your bag your train all the way up back where you began. Because I'm like, look, I don't get it. Like, I don't get these people who think that just because you don't agree with how they do whatever, we ain't gonna have a falling out. But I will say, everybody got their disagreements when it comes to church, when it comes to organizations, a whole bunch of stuff. I will say, when I dibbled in the apostolic church for a while, I was like, I can't do the UPC, I couldn't do the PAW. I went to a whole, I guess you could say, I went to a church where most people in the town where I live, they look at the church that I attend, they look at it as we are. Some people look at it as a cult. Some people say we're brainwashing. Some people say that's legalistic. It just all it all depends on the church. And I will say, Just because I didn't agree with people in the PAW. I don't look at all PAW people as bad. I don't look at all UPCI people as bad. And I'm definitely, when it comes to the Worldwide Pentecostal Fellowship, I would say, since they are a newer apostolic organization, that does not give me the right to say, oh, your standards aren't right. They're not of God. Oh, you guys are going to hell. If your church is with WPF, oh, you need to leave that place. No, I'm not telling people where to leave or where to go or none of that, because look, like the Bible say, let God work on the people. And that's what I'm doing in this season. I'm letting God work on me, and things I need God to work on me about. I'm not about to I'm not gonna tell everybody, oh, what are you dealing with, or what are you going. No, I'm not about to do that, and especially not here on social media. I'm not about to put my whole whatever I'm going through. I'm not about to put that out there. I'm not that kind of guy. And I'm I'm praying about some things so that God can help me and do the revealing that He wants me to see within what's going on in my heart and my spirit and all this stuff. And I do believe when you meet people and you see how they move, how they work, and all that, that shows you who they are. You don't got to keep going back and forth and arguing and say, "Oh, brother, you right, you wrong, you this, you that." I mean, and y'all already know I love a very, and I will let this be known. I love a very good conservative Pentecostal church. I love them. But when you make a standard for the whole church and you looking down people's throats and people's long pious noses at folk, that ain't the right spirit. Because when people come into God's house, they want to feel loved by the people, by the church, and all that. And if they don't feel that, hello, what you think they gonna do? They gonna get out. They gonna boot out. So hey, people don't have to. I I ain't gonna use the word hate, but I don't understand these people who think that you have to be so loyal to this one person that you make them a god, you make them a Jesus, and you can't even do like the Bible say. The Bible do say work out your own salvation without fear and trembling. It don't say work out your neighbors, work out your cousins, your daddies, your mamas, your sister, your brother. You don't say nothing like that. And I don't know where some of these people get this from, but that's a bunch of crazy talk. But I'm doing like the Bible say. The Bible wants you to work out your salvation. He don't want you to be up here. Oh well, we're you know crazy, but crazy be said. But I'm letting God do the work in me that God needs to do in my life. I'm letting God do that, because you see, if we so focus on the people and what they got going on, all this other stuff, we cannot look down on somebody else because they ain't doing XYZ how we would do it. But see, we got some of these Christians who love doing that. They love looking their long pious noses down on people and making them feel bad because they not doing exactly what they're doing and the rest of the group is doing. So, oh, we gotta look down on you. We gotta look at you as a bad person, and this person's gonna tell me, oh, you all this weird stuff that they're telling me. I'm like, you know what? I ain't got time for that. I really don't. I'm moving on with life. I got real life stuff going on over here. Okay, like no. So. But anyway, y'all, I hope you have a great day. I hope this has blessed you. If not, God bless you. I don't know who that is watching because they didn't comment. They didn't say nothing. So, but all right. Well, I'll talk to you later. Bye. We're going to close it down.